making dinner, and we have a day where we empty the fridge pretty much and eat the rest of what we have. So we're gonna have halloumi, our very expensive dish that we bought in Joy Harbor, and some guacamole and some vegetables that I fried on the pan, and in a wrap. So yeah, just really nice. Empty the fridge dinner today.
So we need to go to the supermarket tomorrow.
Yes, we do, because we are pretty much out of everything.
Luckily, it's much cheaper here than it was on Antigua.
It's much cheaper, but we have to walk 3.5 kilometers for the cheapest supermarket. So, but that's the part of it.
We need the exercise though.
Yeah, we need to exercise. So it's okay. Delicious dinner. And the best part, halloumi. In this episode, we have arrived on Bonaire, and you will see that this adventure is not only white sand beaches and snorkeling. Who would have thought that we have to walk 3.5 kilometers to the nearest laundromat, and that most of the days are spent doing just normal everyday work such as cooking dinner and doing the dishes. We wouldn't change it for anything else, but we hope you like this episode where we show you some of the other parts of the paradise. We are now on Bonaire. How was that passage?
I think it was nice. Nice winds from a nice direction. I think the swell and the waves was just maybe on the high side for you guys. I mean, it was like 2.5 meters. And it would probably have been much better if they had just been 1.5 meter. But all in all, it was a fast passage, and it was, I would say, at least 50% of the time, it was even at Anton liked it. So yeah, it was nice.
But it was rough the first 48 hours.
I know you think, but I actually think it was quite nice, and we were speedy. I think we made an average of 8.4 knots, and that's actually quite good when you look at a passage of more than 2 days. And now we're here at Bonaire. You can feel the temperature over us. It's like 5-6 degrees higher. And we have just been here today, but it looks like a quite nice place.
Really nice place.
Yeah.
And the prices has jumped down a little bit compared to Antigua. Which was outrageous.
It is much less than Antigua. So we are going to stay here for 2 weeks before we go to Korsør.
Bonaire is a part of the Dutch Antilles and the ABC Islands that consist of Aruba, Bonaire and Curaçao. The island has approximately 14,000 inhabitants. The island has one of the healthiest coral reefs in the world, and therefore it is a favorite destination for those who love to dive and snorkel. The island also has a very nice landside experiences such as wild flamingos, iguanas, the colorful architecture and the historical monuments. The temperature is around 28 degrees all year round, and the crime is low and there is no traffic lights. You can live your life in a very relaxed mood, and there's room for everyone. We really enjoyed our 2 weeks here.
We are having a goodbye dinner because the girls are going home tomorrow evening. And you picked this place that is I would think quite exclusive place here in Bonaire. It's really nice, really nice.
Called
Club Tropicana. This is actually not the fine dining restaurant that is next to us, and they did not have a table, and we did not have the money to eat that. But this is nice too. Really.
Yeah.
laundry today.
Yeah.
And we have to walk like, is it 2.6 kilometers?
Yeah.
And the temperature here is, I think, 5 or 6. It's hotter than Antigua, so it's quite warm.
Yeah. And we just hope that Anton will ride his bicycle all the way.
We don't have a washing machine on board, and most of the times it is not a problem. On Bonaire, it took us almost 5 hours in total, so we just see it as a part of the adventure. This was the only laundromat on the island, so it was quite expensive and you could only do cold washes. But it was okay and we got it done.
So today we're going to get an agreement on that rental car.
Yeah, and post some postcards for the family.
Then we need to locate a post office as well.
Yeah.
And that's simply what we're going to do today.
I think so.
Maybe a little trip to the swimming pool.
Maybe, yeah.
Elisabeth told Anton that he would start getting allowance if he did some housework, taking the dishes, for example.
We didn't get any of that done. The rental car was too expensive and the post office was closed. So we made a pit stop at the playground and played some soccer before heading for town and some lunch. We usually go out to eat either for lunch or dinner a couple of times a week. For us it is a part of traveling to experience the local food culture and visit some of the small cozy cafes.
We're at the playground. He needed to go to the playground today.
Yeah, he was in a bad mood this morning, or the last hour. Not the whole morning, but the last hour. So we needed to get off the boat, I think.
But he slept for almost 12 hours.
Yeah, but
and he seems a little bit tired.
yeah, we don't know what. It's just with kids sometimes, and just a small space on the boat.
Maybe
sometimes we just need to get off.
Maybe he hasn't got energy enough. We need to give him some ice cream.
No more ice cream. No more ice cream for this boy. He's getting too much on this vacation.
I'm trying to show my boy the love for the ball that I had as a kid. We bring a ball almost everywhere we go, and I love that I'm able to play with him every day if he wants to.
Cozy little town here.
It is. It's quite nice.
A lot of restaurants and small cafes and Dutch
And not
colored.
crazy expensive.
No, not crazy expensive, but not cheap either.
No.
Kralendijk is the capital city and the main port of the island Bonaire in the Caribbean Netherlands. The language spoken in the town is Papiamentu, but Dutch and English are widely used. As of 2017, the town had a population of approximately 10,000 inhabitants. It is known for its colored and arts decorated buildings, and the cozy waterfront is such a nice walk where you have a view of all the boats at anchor.
We booked flight tickets to Denmark!
Yay!
High five!
So when are we going home?
From July 16th and until October 3rd. That sounds crazy. Like
that's a long
summer
time.
and fall
Yeah.
in Denmark. But it's gonna be really nice. We are so excited to see friends and family. We miss them.
It was a headache getting those tickets.
Yeah, it was.
The booking system at KLM was not.
No.
It was not that easy.
No. But now we have them.
Oh, I think it was a little expensive.
Yes, very expensive.
3,000 euros.
Yes.
Ooh.
But at least we're gonna be there for a long time. So it's not just a small trip.
And the next project will be renting a car while we are home, so we need to book that as well, so there's a car at the airport when we return that we can keep at the time we are home.
Yeah. We are making our rye bread. It's a famous Danish bread, and we got this from our friends. They brought these packages for us. It's the easiest thing to do, and we make it in the Omni oven. So really what you have to do is just to mix this and yeast and some water, and then you have a dough, and then it just has to stand there for an hour before we bake it.
And what do you eat it for?
It's for, usually it's for lunch.
Will it be ready for lunch?
Today?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, that'd be nice.
Pretty much.
Mm.
Yeah. So, Danish specialty. We love it. And we have freshly baked rye bread. It looks good though. Okay.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah, it's really nice.
So we'll have that for lunch today.
Yeah.
This is also very typical me carrying the bike and you pushing the stroller, because after like 1 kilometer Anton doesn't want to bike anymore. So
We like the convenience of sitting in the shadow and being pushed.
yeah, and it's also really hot here, so I can kind of understand where he's coming from.
We're having ice cream again today.
Yeah.
Who got that idea?
You did.
I did.
It's always your idea. And I'm always thinking, no, I'm not eating ice cream today. And then when we come to the place, I'm like, okay.
And then we kind of make we're gonna vote about it. And the little guy there, he's always a safe vote on ice cream.
Oh yes. Like a friend commented on the other day, and she said, this boy will have ice cream. This boy will have
A lifetime of ice cream.
a lifetime in a year.
Was it worth spending that much money being in a marina for 2 weeks?
Yes.
I partly agree, but I think here in Bonaire I would have liked maybe to spend 1 week here in the marina and 1 week at the mooring buoy, because it would be easier to snorkel and swim from mooring buoy.
We would have loved a mooring buoy, but we didn't do the work for it to get one.
No, and we made the reservation and paid up front for these 2 weeks. So had we went for a buoy, we've just lost the money that we paid here. So I think if we are going back from Curacao to here, we'll probably try to fix a buoy for some time. But it's a nice place, Bonaire.
Really nice, and we didn't even do the snorkeling, and that's what it's known for.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. We'll do that when we return in the fall.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. We really appreciate the views and likes, and if you like this video, don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel. That means a lot. In the next episode, we sail to Curacao and anchor up in Spanish waters.